Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Riva and I'm training for my first full Ironman in 9 months time and first 70.3 in just over 4.5 months now on the 7th of June, and I'm just documenting the whole journey with you all. And last week I did a full week of training just to give you a little bit of insight into what training looks like at the moment, so I thought I would do a full day of food today to show you how I feel. Each day is slightly different depending on what I've got on. Today's kind of a moderate training day. I've got my CrossFit training session and just a zone 2 cycle this evening. Whereas on a day, for example, on Tuesday, where I've got a speed run and a gym session as well, calories are slightly higher, more so carbs on those days. But I still have a good amount of carbs today because I still need to be fueled. But I just manipulate my calories a little bit across my training week. So I'm starting off just by doing my creamy for this evening. With making a creamy, you have to leave it for at least 7 hours. Otherwise, it just doesn't go like a good consistency at all. And honestly, my base of creamy, I feel like could be better. I literally just have almond milk and skimmed milk, and that's literally from like my bodybuilding prep days, but it tastes really good. So I'm like, I don't really feel like I need to add anything else. But then I see loads of fancy stuff online with people using like cottage cheese and this like thickener, I can't remember what it's called, but I'm like, maybe I should experiment a little bit more. So I literally just do like 200 ml of almond milk and 100 ml skimmed milk, and then 30 grams of whey. I'm using the salted dark chocolate flavour, which is really nice. I alternate between this, vanilla milk, cinnamon cereal, and then if I fancy just something a little bit different like banana milk, I'll have that. But they're kind of like my three that I rotate, so chocolatey, sweet and plain. Then I'll just add whatever toppings I want. So last night I had like Biscoff with cinnamon cereal and it was so good. I'm gonna put my creamy in the freeze now, and then I make my first meal of the day, which is my classic oat bar, and I'll be sharing many full days of food. And honestly, oats are just an absolute staple. I have a bowl of oats every single day and I just love it so much. I just look forward to this meal every single day, and then I get sad when it's over. But then I know I'm having an essay, so it's all good. But I will talk you through how I make my oats as well and just take you along with me. My oat recipe is honestly so simple. One thing about like all the things that I cook and eat is just they're really simple. I feel like there will be a time where I get into my cooking era, but we're just not quite there yet. And I know that when I do, I'll probably really love it because I have that sort of personality that when I get into something, I absolutely love it. So I feel like when we have our own house, like we're looking to buy a house this year, and like we have our own kitchen and we have the setup how we like it, I reckon I'll really enjoy cooking them. But until then, we just keep things nice and simple. So 70 grams of oats, 30 grams of whey, and then I literally just eyeball the water. I've had oats so many times, I just know how much water I like in it now, but it really depends. If you like your oats thicker, I'll just put less water in, but I just put enough to cover all of the oats, plus a little bit more, so then it just thickens up as it's on the hob. I'd rather just be a little bit more watery and then it can just thicken up, and I get more volume as well. It takes like 5 minutes. And then once it's thickened up, I'll add my toppings of flavour powder, dark chocolate and berries. Guys, I know this is like really random, and also, I don't know if anyone will be able to relate. I love bowls. Like, I just love them. And Alex has bought me so many different bowls to have in my oats. And I just had to show you this one that he got me the other day for our 3-year anniversary, just as like a little present. And it literally makes me so happy. Like, I know it probably sounds like I'm being really over the top, but there's not many things that I don't know how to explain it like without sounding really silly. But when I get a new bowl and I just love the bowl, I feel like I enjoy the meal so much more. And I don't know, I feel like I sound really silly right now, but I just had to show you this bowl, so I feel like you'll think it's cute as well. So this is the bowl he got me this week. I need to make sure not to knock my oats off. So it's like, I just think it's so cute. I actually love it so much. It's like a perfect size. I can get more oats in. And then he got me this one, it was like a few months ago, and I've been having my oats with this literally like all the time, and I love it so much, but it's a little bit smaller. Well, actually, when you look at it like that, they look quite similar, but this one's a bit wider. I just love it. I just don't know why. Like, I feel like when we have our house, we just don't have like loads of storage in the bungalow. When we have our house, I feel like that'll be my little thing, like where I have different bowls from different countries, or like get handmade bowls from different places we visit. Like, even talking about that, I'm like, why haven't I done that before? But yeah, sorry, I'm waffling so much, but the oats are cooking, I will add the toppings on, and then I'll just pick the camera back up when I have my pre-workout meal, which is gonna be 2 crumpet thins and peanut butter. So I'll be having my breakfast by 9:15, and then I'll be having my crumpet thins at around 11, and then go and train for 11:30. After I've eaten, I have my vitamins, so I always have my little pill pot. I just find it, I know some people say that it's better to have it on an empty stomach, but sometimes I feel like when I have it on an empty stomach, I can just feel them sitting there, which again, probably sounds really silly, and it's definitely in my mind, but I just feel better once I've eaten and then I take my vitamins. But I just always top my vitamins up across the week, and then I'm always stocked up. And now I add my toppings. So I don't weigh my berries out, I just put as much in as I want. Usually just fills up like half the bottle. I always have blueberries and raspberries. I have 3 scoops of the ESN flavour powder. I'm just so obsessed with the pistachio and cinnamon cereal combo. Oh, I'm literally at the end. That is so sad. I just might as well just top that. And then I think I've got another pot, I hope. And then just 1 spoonful of the cinnamon cereal. I had the cinnamon cereal protein powder as well, and that is how much I love cinnamon cereal. I just have to add a little bit more. And then a little bit of salt, so just pink Himalayan salt. And I'm good to go. Oh, looks so good. Literally looks so good. Oh, I just think that just looks so amazing. And oh no, I get so sad when this meal is over. It's like by far my favourite meal of the day, times like 100. So I just try and savour every single mouthful of this before I start work. I'm now just waiting for my crumpets to pop up any second. I'm having them as my pre-workout, 2 crumpet thins, peanut butter and jam. I'll be training just after 11:30 today, just because I've got a call at 11. So having my crumpet thins now, I'll have my call and then I will go and train. So how like my training week usually works is like Monday morning is always a swim. I do that at 6 a.m. Tuesday morning is usually a speed run. Again, do that at 6 a.m. And then I do my speed bike session on a Wednesday in the evening after finishing work. So I'll usually train, oh, camera's ready. I'll usually train and do like my CrossFit session at like 11, and then I'll do my speed bike session at like 6 p.m. I just enjoy doing it in the evening when I've got a lot of food in me, and where I do have the indoor trainer, I have the flexibility to do that. Thursday is usually an active rest day, and that'll be like a swim session. Friday I don't usually have anything, but my coach has put in a easy zone 2 cycle today, so I'm doing that this evening. And then Saturday and Sunday are just long endurance building days. So my long run tomorrow is going to be around 16k, and then a 2-hour cycle on Sunday. Training timing massively differs around like what I've got on and how hard of a training day it is. So like no day for food is exactly the same, but I will be sharing lots of different days of food, so you can just see how my nutrition slightly differs on a harder training day v a slightly easier training day. I don't know my numbers now. I literally love crumpets so much. I really enjoy all the food that I eat, and you'll probably see that in today's video. Like, I love food. Like, I honestly love food so much. You know, some people are like, oh, I'll just eat because I know that I need to for energy. I'm like, no, I eat and I enjoy it so much. Like, I could easily eat 6 crumpets, like no issue. With tracking calories, I do track my calories. I find it such a useful tool. I know there is a lot of negative stigma around tracking. I find it really helpful. I don't have a negative relationship with tracking personally. I won't track if, for example, I am on holiday, I have like a meal out that evening, like I'm not going to be tracking my food then. Like I don't need to be doing that, but I find it really helpful, especially with Ironman training. Like you need to know how many grams of carbs to get in each hour on the bike and like when you're running. And I think it's just good practice to get used to tracking and being aware of your macros going into an Ironman competition. So I have 20 grams of peanut butter and then 20 grams of jam and then some pink Himalayan salt. So I have a specific gram goal of salt that I need to get in each day, so I know kind of how much to be putting on each meal for that. And now I have eaten, I'm just having my morning vitamins. I also have the ESN Hydroload in here as well. I will take that to my gym session as well. I'll leave a little list on the side of what vitamins I take and a link to them in the description. I just take what I personally find benefits my performance and my recovery and just longevity in general. There's so many vitamins out there, it can be very, very overwhelming, but if you take things that you feel like align with your journey and that you've done research on, it just makes it a lot easier to stay consistent with taking them. That's what I find. So much better at taking vitamins. I used to not even be able to take one. I'd swallow it and it actually makes me feel ill when I think about it. And like I'd have my water and I'd drink it and then the vitamin would still be on my tongue. Why does that even happen? I don't actually understand. And I'd get it in my head and I'd try and take it again. And I'd have loads of water and then it would still be on my tongue and then it would just make me gag. And the thought of it now is actually making me feel sick. But no, I just took like 8 all in one. Now I'm gonna get changed into my gym fit, do a gym session. I'm doing some lower body strength work and I'm joining in with a class at the gym. So I always look at the classes and just see if they're like similar to what I've got. So today I had like a 6-round endurance kind of weight cardio focused session. I had like my lower strength at the start and that was like the main part. And then the class today is like a triple workout. So you basically just have to work through all of the reps in 30 minutes. So it's just really similar in terms of like my coach had set me that 6-rounder to build endurance and strategy and know how to like pace it. And this session is exactly the same, but there's like 15 people I can do it with. And when I spend so much time on my own, I love to be around people when I can. Now, this doesn't always happen where my sessions are similar to the classes in terms of like the focus points. If it was like a completely different session that my coach had planned today, then I would have to just do that. But where they are quite similar and there's a lot of similar movements in there, I was like, I'm just gonna jump into the class. So I'm gonna go do my lower strength first and get that part done. join in with the class, and I need to go and get some avocado for my lunch and some mince. I'll put it up and show you what I'm having for lunch. Just got back from the gym, so I'm making my lunch post-workout meal. I do that before I do anything else. It might sound disgusting, but I need to eat before I shower. I need to eat before I do anything else. So I have peppers and onions cooking in the air fryer. To be honest, me and Alex have been a little bit unorganised with this. We usually always have peppers and onions, so when I get back, cooked I mean, so that when I get back, I can just heat them up. But we didn't have any today. I'm going to blame Alex for taking the last ones this morning and not telling me. So it's on him. But I'm having literally the most simple lunch. Avocado, rice, mince, a little bit of soy sauce and peppers and onions. Then we're going to do a homemade tortilla pizza for dinner, which I'm so excited for. And then I'll have a niche creamy. I'll definitely have something between lunch and dinner. This is when it gets a little bit difficult because I'll probably do my zone 2 cycle 5:30 till 6:45. Then I'll have my dinner at like 7 and then I'll have my niche creamy at like 8:30. But that's quite late for me because I'm in bed at 9. So usually I don't like to eat too late close to bed, but it'll be fine. It's Friday night. Maybe I'll start a little bit later. I know Alex has an hour and a half bike to do when he gets back from upper tonight, so he'll probably be up late and I'll just keep him company and we'll watch something on Netflix. But I'll just show you prepping my food. I'm gonna sit, watch a little bit of YouTube whilst I eat my food. Then I'm not the best at that either. I know I should sit at the table. We do actually have a bench and like table and chairs. And I was like, when we got it, I was like, I would definitely eat more there. And I have been a lot better, but I still do eat a lot of my meals in front of the TV, which is really bad. You know what, I might not actually do that today. I might actually sit on the bench. Just so I can show you my bench. Oh, I'm gonna sit on my bench, and then I'll just sit on the sofa tonight and eat my homemade pizza. But the pizzas are so nice. I won't talk about them just yet until I make them. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I feel like I'm so like new to YouTube. I don't really know how to make videos more interesting or not, and I feel like me just talking at the camera all day is probably really boring. But if you have any suggestions of videos you like, or if you enjoy these style of videos, please let me know. I find the feedback so helpful, and yeah, I'm just super grateful for you clicking on the video and following along. It's literally a perfect avocado. I have not had good luck with avocado the last few times I've bought them, even though it has said perfectly ripe and ready. It has not been at all. It's either been way too hard or it's been like really brown, which I know sounds a bit snobby, but I just really don't like it when it's brown. So this is literally perfect. Oh my god, this has actually made me so happy. This is like the first one all week that has been nice. This is my lunch. It looks pretty boring, but it serves the purpose. We've got the carbs, we've got the protein, we've got the healthy fats, and we've got the veg. Sometimes I feel like social media can make you feel like you have to do everything really fancy and all of your meals have to take time to prepare, look amazing. But it's just doing the basics well with nutrition, especially when you're fueling for performance. It really is about getting in the macro and micronutrients that your body needs. I try and have a variety of fruit and veg with each meal. I alternate between like peppers and onions and asparagus and green beans for my lunch. And then dinner, it kind of just depends on whatever we've got in the fridge. A lot of time it is just more peppers and onions, or if we've got more asparagus. They're kind of like my staple vegetables I have. And then I have a lot of blueberries, a lot of raspberries, and a lot of strawberries for my kind of berry fruits. And then I have a banana most days and a pink lady apple. I'm so in my triathlon era right now, eating my lunch with my bike behind me, and it just makes me happy. I love my bike so much, honestly. I just can't wait for my bike ride Sunday. I keep texting Alex, and like when we're speaking on the phone, I'm like, I don't want to wish time away, but I can't wait for our Sunday cycle. It's just like so wholesome. We'll set up at 10 AM. We haven't actually stopped anywhere for a coffee yet, but loads of people said that is really nice to do as well, like go to different towns and get a coffee, and we love a coffee. But we're back by 12:30. We have the whole afternoon, we do our food shop, do our meal prep. I just feel so accomplished for the day. I just love it so much. I'm going to finish eating this, go and do my afternoon block of work, take Vinny for a walk as well, start my zone 2 cycle about 5:30. I need to make sure I'm done by the time Alex gets back from his upper session. Then I'll do some admin, programming, and getting like all my clients up for next week. When Alex is on the bike, I can do that on my laptop. It's just check-ins that I need to be on my computer in the office for. And then I'll have my creaming. And Vinny's chewing a bit of wood. No, literally. We are so in the adolescent stage right now, aren't we? But yeah, that's my plan for the rest of the day. I will pick you up when I am prepping my tortilla wrap pizza, which I am so excited to have. I love it so much, and I have it so much, and I just don't get bored of it. That is one thing about me. If I enjoy food, I can eat it and just not get bored of it ever. I catch that bodybuilder, the ex-bodybuilder in me, where I ate the same foods for so long, but when I like something, I just stick to it. Like this lunch, I just love. The biggest variety I have of this lunch is changing the rice to potato. That's how far I'll push it out. Anyway, I'm going to eat this because I'm not good at talking and eating. And I feel like that's rude as well. I don't know, is it rude? But I'm going to finish this, start work, pick you back up. Just a really quick pre-cycle snack, just quick release carbs and a little bit of salt, just so that I'm getting my daily salt in. That is my goal. I alternate between banana, rice cake, bagel and square bars, but because this is a zone 2 super aerobic cycle, I just want a quick top up of carbs, just to get me through the next 70 minutes, and a week at a time. So I'm gonna have this and then get on the bike. Honestly, this is just the best feeling ever. Once you've had like a full week of training, obviously I've still got my long run tomorrow and my long cycle, but I've pretty much got through my 40 training with regards to like my swim sessions. I've just done my 70-minute cycle. I've put my hair mask in, I've done my skincare, I've got my comfy clothes on. I'm about to just have a homemade pizza. Life is peaking right now. These are what Fridays are for. You know what? I've honestly had so many conflicting conversations with myself across the last like 2 years. Let me just bring you down a bit. I feel like you're literally staring at the ceiling. The last like 2 years of I should be living more. I'm in my 20s. I'm gonna look back and think I was living so much older than my years, but I am so happy. Like the happiness attack that I just had when I got out of the shower and did my skincare, I can't actually explain it. And I know it probably sounds really boring. And to be honest, I enjoyed Cape Town holiday and getting a little bit merry in the sun, but I just love these sorts of nights. And Alex is at the gym now. He's gonna come home. He's got his cycles to do. Probably gonna watch something on Netflix together. And I'm so happy right now. So we got just one tortilla wrap. Just put, I mean, I don't actually weigh the tomato puree out. If I was in a fat loss phase, then I would track all these little things a little bit more, but I'm just tracking at the moment to make sure I'm eating enough carbs, getting enough in around my training window. I then just cut the chicken and just put that all over the tortilla wrap. I literally just took the chicken, so I need to make sure it's like all cooked through, and I just like spread it out just so it's covering the base. I'll obviously show you when I've done that. It looks a bit bare at the moment, but we didn't add the veg. We didn't add the veg. We then load it with lots of peppers and onions. I like a loaded veggie pizza. And then I grate some cheese and I will top the cheese on top. I usually have around 30 grams. I find that that's enough. I do actually weigh my cheese because I just find things like cheese, pasta, rice, oats really, really hard to gauge the serving size. I'm always like, oh, I need more, when I actually didn't. So I just find weighing stuff like this out really helpful. And then I just sprinkle, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I just sprinkle this all over the top. And then it looks like this. Oh, I'm so excited. Now I'm gonna put it in the oven and then I'll take it out in like 5-10 minutes. I'll just keep an eye on it. Okay, I realised that I just missed out a very crucial step. So if you're looking to replicate this, make sure that you put the wrapping on its own first for like 5 minutes so that when you put the toppings on, the wrap's hard. Because I've just remembered that and now I'm like, oh, because the topping is obviously gone into a soft wrap, so it's gonna be quite soggy. It will still taste nice, but if you're looking to follow this recipe, which you might, definitely do that, because then when you put the toppings on, it's hard and it won't all soggy at the bottom, it being more like a piece of base. Okay, it still feels like it's turned out okay. Oh, I'm so excited. I have definitely overloaded this, but it's fine. We'll make it work. We've also lost our pizza cutter, and it's one of those things where we keep saying that we're gonna get a new one, and it's been months, and we just aren't. Then I cut it into little pieces, because you don't romanticize these little things. And then I'll put some like garlic mayo or like barbecue churro topping on. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I just love food. I actually just love it. I don't know how I did a bodybuilding prep. I just lock in a different way when I need to, but I just love food, and I just don't know how I ate carbless mince, like literally just plain mince and veg for months. Okay, so I will show you at a different angle. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. And then I just load it with some garlic mayo, just for a little bit of extra taste. And then we're good to go. So we're going to sit and have that with Vin whilst Alex is at the gym. And then we've got our creamy as the final meal.
Top down, hear the sound of the breeze carrying us away. Dust in the rear view, free as a bird. This is our time, no matter what they say. Every mile behind only brought us here. Down the road.
It's literally so good. It is just like ice cream. And I know it's probably really annoying when people say that, and then you can just imagine it tasting like a protein shake, because I know it technically is just a protein shake, but you cannot taste protein in that. The protein powder I use is so good as well. It really gets like a creamy consistency. Anyway, just topping it with some Cocoa Pops. I top it at the top and then I will just add more in throughout, to be honest. When I mix it in, I get to the bottom and there's not really anything there. I just like to have something chocolatey with a chocolate protein powder. I don't know why. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I just like it. But anyway, I'm wrapping this full day of food up. I hope you enjoyed it. I've never done a style video like this before, so I hope that you got something from it. I think the last one I'd done was possibly like a high day in prep, but I've never done one just showing like a typical day of food eaten completely normally. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and if you like this style video, let me know. If you have any suggestions of things you want me to document as part of my road to becoming an Ironman, just let me know as well. But thank you so much for watching.